Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Short and sweet today, everyone, as today we're watching Star Trek Prodigy, Season 1, Episode 3, Starstruck. Off to a banger with the first two parts of Lost and Found. Really enjoying it. Incredible, visually stunning shots with this animation. A really imaginative framing of each of the scenes. I love it. I'm really into it now, friends. I want to see where their adventure takes them, though, because this is an exploratory mission of a very different kind, as this crew decides whether or not they can be a crew. I love it, friends. Before we get started, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ringy ding ding that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with Prodigy or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you'd like early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description, my friends. But all that is then. This is now, and now it's time for us to watch Star Trek Prodigy, Season 1, Episode 3, Starstruck. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction, and away we go! Here we go. Ella Purnell. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So interesting. Such a different take on the universe, too, as, you know, like there's globules in space, you know, the fantastic is kind of presented more so than the science, which I love both. And I think this is just really interesting. And they appear to be flying over different elements of all of our crew's bodies, you know, with the hand and Janeway. And is that an additional nacelle that pops out of the back of the protostar? Here we go, friends. Boy, it's a smooth-looking ship.
What is that?
An interesting development.
I'm Catherine Janeway, your training advisor.
Oh, boy.
I'm a hologram based on one of the most decorated captains in Starfleet history, programmed to assist the Protostar's crew on their journey back to Federation space.
She's hideous. Why is her forehead so smooth? Ugh.
You're no summer peach either, Tellarite.
Oh, he is a Tellarite. Okay, good.
Where's your captain?
Right here. I am the captain. And I order you to return us to Tars
Lord,
Lamora.
forgive her. She's delirious.
I'm only here to offer advice and maintain the Protostar's lower-level functions. Everything else is up to your crew.
Oh, she's gonna handle all the nuts and bolts.
But I believe there is something you aren't being truthful about.
We're not Federation.
We are cadets. Can you remind us what the Federation does again? For my crew, not me.
The United Federation of Planets.
Oh, I love this.
Stellar union of different worlds and species, with shared principles of universal liberty, rights, and equality.
Equality?
No.
Starfleet is the Federation's representatives for deep space exploration, on a mission to maintain peace and
Oh.
to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Ha! This Federation biz sounds, actually pretty good.
Yeah, right.
Shall I help you plot a course?
No!
No! Okay, well, were we listening to the same pitch just now?
I like to boldly go. Or at least I think I do.
Oh my God, Rock Talk is the best.
We don't need her help. We can plot our own course. This place.
I must caution you, that little red dot represents a...
Just tell us how to get there, Hollow Nanny.
You're the captain.
She said starboard side, but which side is that?
Dal, why are we lying about being cadets?
Yeah.
We just kidnapped the boss's daughter. We're floating blindly through space in a ship we don't know how to fly.
The Federation could give us adequate protection from the Diviner's tyranny.
Are you all crazy? Did the oxygen levels drop in here?
Oxygen levels are minimal.
Let me tell you how the galaxy really works.
Oh boy.
This ought to be good.
Yeah.
People in authority lie. They try to sell you the good life, but it's a good life for them, not us. How much protection are they going to give to a bunch of fugitives who roll up in their stolen ship?
Try them. that's been part of the rule book.
This used to be a Federation ship, but now It's our ship.
Okay. What do you got, Murph?
Hey, Murph found starboard. Come on, Zero.
Because Murph is way smarter than anybody's giving him credit for.
It's okay, kid.
What do we do now?
You heard the cap. It's our ship. Let's see what she's got to offer.
My God, there's like 5 people on this huge ship.
Gwyn's mind. Her resistance to my telepathy must be inherited.
Nice.
Didn't we just do this? Oh, that's right. But last time I was in there and you were out here.
Don't let this go to your head, Dal.
My father will come for me. No matter how far you try to run, he'll hunt you down and make all of you pay for taking his daughter.
Or the ship, which...
You laugh, yet your mind is reeling with pure terror.
Good one, Zero. Let's go.
Zero is, no, you don't need to take Zero with you to poker. Our guy here needs to be surrounded by fluid all the time.
What is the status of the riots?
John Noble, everybody, from Fringe. Walter Bishop.
Exhaust them so they're too tired to rise up again. And I'll need every speck of Chimerian for trade to get my ship back.
Yours?
If you need sustenance, cadets, the food replicator uses matter conversion to create any meal you dare dream up. It's free.
What? Blood truffle biscuits, sweet radish pie, and don't skimp on the sour gravy!
Ugh. I mean, it might be great. Aesthetically.
I'll just have what you got.
Dream big, kid. You should order whatever you want.
Oh,
That slop they fed us back in the mines?
doesn't know anything else.
It's the only food I've ever had.
Oh my God. That broke my heart.
Perhaps we could be bunkmates, Dal. Dal?
I mean, there's got to be separate, like, captain's quarters and stuff, right?
I mean, come on. Who needs all this view? Curse of being a captain, I guess.
I can still read your mind.
I was going to say that they know that you are completely bullshitting.
So many years you watched them take us. How they treated us. Why didn't you stop them?
Oh my God.
I thought you were criminals.
We're not criminals. The only crime we ever committed was getting caught.
Oh my God. They've been kidnapped, so where's your family? Oh my God, she's such a sweetheart. I have just met Rock Talk, and I will absolutely kill the entire planet to protect her. That's a little extreme. I will stand up for Rock Talk.
This shiny girl has 2 warp cores. Just one will take us to warp 9.
2 cores?
Red alert.
Didn't touch anything. Wasn't me.
No, that wasn't you, Janken. There seems to be a bigger problem.
Who's on?
I'm sure this is just a routine systems check.
It's okay. I don't like Dal right now.
Of an orbiting white dwarf is in the final moments tearing apart a red giant.
The dying star. What a rare and exciting...
Wow.
For the record, I tried to caution you. Perhaps you'd like my help to change course, Captain.
Oh, get him out of the chair.
Your ship?
I said our, didn't I? You just couldn't hear it over all this noise. Zero, get us out of here.
Attempting to change course.
But, oh my God. Yeah, we're going to have to get Dal out of here. Dal's going to need some growing up to do.
Just a friendly reminder. Using a warp drive inside a gravity well.
Pull you apart.
I knew that. I meant divert all the power to the impulse engines.
If you divert all power, you'd be deactivating...
Victory for Jacob Hogg! Oh, wait, where's the lady?
Yep.
Huh?
Can we get Gwen on the bridge? If she's done trying to get back to her dad, then this might be... She's the captain we need.
Dow, I really think we need Janeway.
We need to be faster, lighter. Ditch all non-essential cargo.
What?
Dump everything not bolted down.
What? Oh, for God's sakes, this isn't like a mariner ship.
Ejecting escape pod. 2. Ejecting escape pod.
Oh my God, this is so stupid.
There are no more escape pods on board.
Oh, great.
Would you like the vehicle replicator to create a shuttlecraft?
What's a vehicle replicator?
Vehicle replicator located in the shuttle bay, designed to quickly create any means of transport.
Yes! Make a shuttlecraft now.
I didn't know they had those. Oh my god. You dipshit.
Are we under attack?
Yes, by the person in the chair.
It seems diverting power deactivated our shields, leaving us vulnerable to space debris.
Oh, this just keeps getting better.
No, you're way out of your league, dude.
Find Gwen.
I don't want to. I want off this ship.
I don't have time to argue, Rock.
Fine.
Divert power from impulse and get us back our shields.
If Rock was a little bit older, Rock's the person that you need to be. Oh, this is rad
Shuttle
as hell.
10% complete.
There you are.
That's 10%?
I don't want to hurt you.
Listen to me.
Oh.
Why should I listen to you? You never helped us.
Oh.
But I was only doing what I was told, just like you're doing now.
Oh, this is an incredible set piece to have it. I love her weapon.
Shuttle 40% complete. Shuttle 50%.
This is crazy.
Shuttle
Oh, Rock's gonna be trapped in there.
Disable. Artificial.
Gravity.
disabling.
Oh, great shot.
Shuttle 90% complete.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
You're gonna scare her. She is very young.
We're going down!
We need you now. We don't act now, we'll die. No, not do anything.
Dal, what are you doing, bud?
Janeway! I need your help.
You know how to keep a lady waiting.
Ha!
All right, cadets, let's get to work. Stabilize the inertial dampeners to restore the artificial gravity.
And where's that?
The controls are on the operations console.
Zero is ops, okay? And Pog is engineering.
I am not gonna let you have this again. I got the prisoner!
That's great, kid. We've still got problems up here. Zero, you should have enough juice for the shields now.
Thank God. Woo!
Oh my gosh. What is that river of fire?
What is that river of fire?
That's it! What if we stop fighting and ride the shockwave? Let it propel us free.
Bingo.
You were reading my mind.
Now that is another lie.
Now!
Woo! Hauling ass. Woo! Great shot. And epic music that I won't be able to play. Woo! Damn, is this a good looking show? Woo!
Thank you. You saved our lives.
I only nudged you all in the right direction. You did the rest.
Yes.
Thank God you were there, Janeway.
You're welcome.
Nobody thanked you!
Of course he takes credit.
We're goners.
Yeah, you need to remove Dal from the chair. I mean,
When the Federation first formed, it wasn't pretty. Different languages, different cultures, but with one shared aspiration: to be better.
nice.
I've seen my share of wayward crews, and I can tell you this: you've got potential.
You're alive.
Now that we're still alive, how about you teach us cadets some other things?
Like everything.
We've only just begun.
Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Oh, oh my God, they got the kitty working, the little kitty. They got a ship. Holy ship.
I am coming for you, my progeny.
Wow, that was really menacing. I'm coming for you, my progeny. Holy smokes. All right, everybody, we just got done watching Star Trek Prodigy, Season 1, Episode 3, Starstruck, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. Got done watching Star Trek Prodigy, Season 1, Episode 3, Starstruck. Really cool. I can see what they're doing. Each of these has like a little, it's almost like a mini episode, but with a big problem, you know? And I love this one. This was just the getting to know you, taking her out for a test drive, getting into trouble. Taking it around the horn, as we always do when we're kind of starting off things like this. As we're going through all the characters are very intriguing to me. You know, I'm really fascinated with Zero's character for the simple fact that it's a character I've never experienced, non-corporeal, you know, so you have a character like that, but to look upon like the actual true form of Zero is to become mad. That's very Lovecraftian to me. That's very like Cthulhu horrors type of stuff, you know, or losing your mind upon seeing some like, you know, chaos incarnate visage or whatnot. That's really interesting to me. And you've got I'm not sure if it's Jacob or Jacum. I think it's Jacum. Pog as the engineer. I have some experience with Tellarites, but I do know they're contrarians basically, and I really like the way that the character's being portrayed. Very interesting. A lot of potential in that character, I think, especially since we saw just a little bit of kind of I don't want to say like a subversion or it. I think it's more like a not a growth thing, but it shows a little bit more that he's not as limited by just being a contrarian. Because when he sat down, when they, you know, were talking about stuff, he's like, "Well, no, this is actually pretty cool." You know, like he's had nothing negative to say. So that's a cool thing. I don't like characters that have extreme kind of examples that have to do one thing or have to do another whenever they're presented with a specific like set of circumstances. So to see adaptability in a character this early is really kind of cool because you know, the established convention was, oh, Pog's going to argue with anything. Well, here we are in episode 3, and we find that that's not necessarily the case, you know? So that's very, very cool. Murph is a mystery. I think my personal, like, working theory now for Murph is like a higher life form, like incredibly intelligent, just stuck in a, like a protoplasm body that everyone else would view as being not smart, you know, because Murph has done things that have made you like led you to believe that Murph knows exactly what's going on and is helping out. Like whenever Murph went across the console and hit the right buttons and everything. I don't know. I think it's whatever they do. I'm sure it'll be awesome, and I'm kind of curious to see if Murph is more than they appear. We'll see. We'll see. And Gwen's character is really neat too. Aesthetically, just the character design with kind of like the leathery flesh braids that come down the back. Incredibly cool looking. I really love just the whole presentation of that species, that race. Really, really look neat, like really alien, you know, with that humanoid quality to the character that so it's both foreign and relatable, but the overall kind of descriptor is just beautiful, you know, just an incredibly awesome design. And the weapon that she wields is fascinating. That liquid metal kind of lattice work bracelet jewelry thing that can become, you know, like a double bladed spear. Or she had like almost like a batleth at one point during the fight and a sword and another shield in this episode. Really neat. I mean, very new. You know, now maybe something like that has appeared in Star Trek before. Please tell me if it has, because I'd be interested to know like what series kind of brought that out because that is an exceptionally neat piece of tech, you know, or whatever you want to call it, accoutrement. You know, it's very, very cool. And it's something that, you know, kind of catches the attention, much like a lot of the other elements of the show. And I think that's the number one thing about the show before I get into the rest of the characters that I like quite a bit. It's just utterly beautiful. I mean, they really go out of their way to wow you with space, to wow you with these shots that you see as you know, the protostars kind of gliding through these different like you know, events and things like that are happening in space. You know, even the credits at the beginning are unreal. You know, it's just so vibrant, so vivid, so it's like imagination fuel when you look at it. I absolutely love just the beauty of this series so far. It's really it's so gorgeous that I get lost in it sometimes. I'll just sit there and just be watching this, just the fantastic beauty of just the shot that you're seeing. And so I think I was a little quiet in this one for that reason. I was just driven to, absolute wonder by I was seeing, really, really cool stuff. I'm going to end with a pleasant one, and well, no, let's start. I didn't do Janeway yet. I think Kate Mulgrew is going to be fantastic in this. I love the idea that hologram Janeway is a little snarky, which I like. Not necessarily snarky, but yeah, we're gonna go with snarky. Just a little bit like, I know what's best. I can save you, and here's how it goes. Really, really neat stuff. I like the fact that she's there as an instructor, as a mentor, not someone that just, she sits in the chair and takes over and everything, which she could, and I think I'd be okay with that too. But I like the idea that she's there to instruct because, again, as we talked about in the first two episodes, this is like a bridge, or it appears to be going after younger crowd. And it's a bridge to, hey, do you want to be in Star Trek? Do you like Star Trek? Let's see if you like Star Trek. And having Kate Mulgrew's Janeway there as an advisor to tell them about the Federation, to have a mini representation in microcosm of the Federation amongst these varied species on the protostar right now, is just a really cool way to do it. Because as a kid, you're invested in the crew that you see. If Janeway becomes one of your favorites, you know what I mean? Or somebody that, as part of the crew that you trust, and her tutelage, everything seems to be true that she's telling you, then anything about the Federation, you're going to be more want to believe. And I think that is a really clever way to not be preachy about the Federation, but to, if they take their time with it, to allow the Federation to become this city on the hill, this place that they desperately want to find and see, oh my gosh, we got to get to the Federation, almost like we got to get to the Emerald City if you're in Oz, it's something that'll become larger than life, perhaps. And I like that idea. I like that idea for the introduction to Starfleet and the Federation, and Star Trek, in broad strokes. But I'm really, really cool so far. As it stands right now, Dal is insufferable. He, again, getting called out constantly for lying by Zero, making incredibly dipshit, decisions in the chair, not listening to anybody, being just a dick, being a kind of a know-it-all, kind of, just a real. The character changed quite a bit. I understand, like, prison kind of street ratty, like snarky, living by the seat of their pants, roguish behavior. I got that, but that's translated very poorly in his freedom. And so, I mean, it's honest to the character, I would assume, as written. But if this is, the Dow from the first two episodes, I enjoyed, but this one is the other end of the spectrum. So again, I can see that they might be setting up some type of character arc and a growth kind of projection for Dow, where he's going to be kicked out of the chair and then have to grow back into it, something like that. I would suspect that we're going to have some type of, the crew's going to come to their senses. Gwen's going to be put into the chair. I would suspect that, she's right on the edge of flipping anyway. She never wanted to be there. And that leads me to my last and my favorite character on the boat is Rock Talk. Oh my God, is that sweetheart? She is an absolute gem. I really, really want to know how old she is, comparatively speaking. Like in human years, she is fill in the blank, because I have a really sneaking suspicion that if they ever find that out, she's going to be like 10. She's just big. She's going to be just a very intelligent 10-year-old, or like a preteen type of age, like really small, because those people that were selling children to Gwen and her dad, or the diviner or whatever, I mean, had no scruples about how young these kids were, and they're saying they're criminals and all this stuff, and painting them as like, vagabonds, and they got them from like juvenile detention and things like that, and these are just kids that were kidnapped, it looks like. So immediately my mind starts spinning. Are their families looking for them? Where did they get them? Are they close? Are they across the quadrant? Oh my God, how do we get these kids back? Like the little I always forget the name, Catishin, the cats or whatever, the cat people, the little kitties still on the planet, digging rocks and stuff. I mean, we've got to, that has to be a bow tied around that story. I'm not leaving this series having that little kitty stranded on. I'll figure out a way to get in there myself. We can't have that. I refuse to let that happen. So, but back to Rock Talk, incredible character. Incredibly sweet. And you know what? With the thing that I like the most about that, didn't let Gwen off the hook. Why didn't you do anything? You knew what they were doing to us and you did nothing to help us. And Gwen, I mean, you could see that hit her like a truck, just couldn't believe it. She tears up. Powerful scene. And again, we talk about this a lot in Robotech, but you're gearing this towards a younger crowd. And this gives me such hope for this series that in the third episode, you deliver a haymaker, just a really dramatic, like, think about this. This character knew what they were doing to kids and believed them to be evil. You know what I mean? Even though she obviously had dealt with like the little kitty that was brought on there and realized there's no way that this kid could be you know what I mean? It's just she would either have no ability to discern for herself like the attitudes and motivations of others, or she knew. There's no other way around it. And so I like having these characters with scars. I like having these characters with bruises. Rock Talk is there to be not necessarily like a morality compass or, like an emotional touchstone for the rest of the group or anything like that. But she is there as a relatable kind of this is the result. This is a consequence of the galaxy, this quadrant that we live in, this terrible kidnapping and basically like trafficking of slavery type things. Really deep, dark type of stuff. When you really delve, they didn't come out and say, hey, this is slavery. But I mean, that's what they implied heavily, I mean, they said it all but the term. Deep, friends, deep, deep, deep for kids to have to digest. And you know what? That's Star Trek. Star Trek, you're getting all the bright, shiny moments in space. And then you're also getting a little taste of all of the darkness that surrounds all those beautiful stars. This, friends, has a shit ton of potential. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, or ringy ding ding that bell for notifications. You'll be alerted next time we go live with Star Trek Prodigy or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that you would like that we do early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon, it's in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get all the episodes about a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But friends, all that is then, and this is now. And now it's time for us to say goodbye. We said goodbye from the bridge last time. Where should we say goodbye from this time? I tell you what, we say goodbye from the bridge again, but this time under decidedly different circumstances. There was that hope that, oh my gosh, we're free, we're in space. And now we had a moment that space might not be as safe as what we thought it was, but we're learning. And we have a guide, and her name is Janeway. Until next time we meet, my friends, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.